to, our score has been able to improve to 70, some 75% parcel of land allocated to everybody in the family. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You can't clear the land beyond your boundary. So the fact that we have liberty to express our views and opinions, when it has to do with others, we should be in a position to know that the person equally has rights. So when we talk of freedom of speech today is much more than free on itself. Should there be a word better to explain that?
Thank you, Israel. You made your point. Nuruddin Al-Hassan.
Yeah. This very topic has been one of the topic in discussion when you look across all the media, from social media to traditional media, even conversation among people in various communities. It means it is a heartbeat of Ghana's democracy we are talking about. Just like you stated, I wanted to say the same thing with regards to the constitutional. This is a constitutional requirement or obligation that every citizen have the right to speak, which include press freedom. But I want to start with the quote from President Mahama when he was campaigning in somewhere 2019. He made us understand that as part of his lengthy campaign message that day, he made us understand that he said, let me quote him, he said, "We are not going to joke in 2020 as a revolutionary route. And when it comes to unleashing violence, no one can beat us to that." These were the words of President Mahama when he was campaigning in 2019. He emphasized that NDC has a revolutionary route. This is their background. So you go back to the history, political history of Ghana from 1979 when they conducted the first coup. They came to 81, they did the same. Media was not free. People were not free to talk. We forced on them, citizens pounced on them, demonstration upon demonstration. They agreed that they are coming back to constitutional rule to allow us to have a democracy. From 1992 all the way to 2000, I'm telling you that you can just count the private media houses that we have. People barely speak. It has to take Nanado and Co at that time to have Kumi Preko demonstration that convinced the government that, listen, you are not doing right. And this government of NDC that has stayed in power for 19 good years, they never believed that they could be defeated. Ghanaians were tired of them. So Ghanaians decided that in 2000, they would throw them away and bring the President Kufuor. When President Kufuor came, what did he do? One of his first things to do is to ensure that we have proper freedom when it comes to speech. So he reformed one of our laws. I think I forgot you. I'll check the laws. So when you look at laws that were allowing us to, speak freely, one of them was reformed by President Kufuor during his tenure. You look at Right to Information Bill, it was reformed by Akufo-Addo. So you tell me, what have they done to secure Ghanaian to speak freely? When the president is referring us back to their revolutionary era, people that were celebrating June 4th, they were celebrating 31st December. These are coups that saw people defunct, people's businesses destroyed, people's livelihood collapsed. They celebrate it as a political party. So these things are not surprising to me. Media Foundation for West Africa has already put up the data telling us that in a matter of 16 months, the number of people, including media people, not only MPP people, we are talking about Ghanaians. Yes. This one has nothing to do with politicization. Yeah. We are all citizens. Right now that I'm talking, if they come to pick me, I don't bear political color written on my face. I am a Ghanaian first. So whatever they were metering out, they are metering it out to citizens. So look, someone like, by January 4th, 2026, Samuel Addo, a journalist, he was talking about people that they were attacked. Yeah. These are the people, 16 people were attacked in a matter of, 16 people were attacked in a matter of 16 months. And you are telling me there's no free speech? Free speech is not under attack? Where do you live? Look at what the charges they were leveling against someone like Abroni. A mere description of who a judge is. Could invite BNI. Somebody just used a picture. Someone, a party officer in Swedru, used a picture and just said Dumso is bad. He was picked by national security operatives. So the government is weaponizing free speech, using the security architecture that they have to intimidate, harass. But one thing for sure that they must know, I think the NDC haven't learned any lessons. If the defeat in 2000 didn't teach them lesson, the defeat in 2016 didn't teach them lesson, they should know that there is no way they will stay in power forever. And this time they are going to have the shortest government ever. After 2028, they will see themselves out of the power. Within just this years, people have already, their goodwill is gone. People are already angry with them. No jobs, no employment. Economy is very hard.
Thank you.
People are suffering. Yesterday, before I come, you just go on my Joy Online that I saw on Facebook. They are reporting that Reuters, one of the international media houses, is reporting that the cost of sterilizing the economy, the cedi, in order to appreciate against dollar, which we were telling them that this is artificial. The cost of it is leading to Ghana facing serious economic hardship. And that is why today you may have a product you are selling which could probably be one cedi.
No, your time.
So they should be careful and take Ghanaians serious.
Yes, I'm once a journalist. I'm a journalist. Let me talk about journalism and then the criminalization of speech. Israel, let me put it, authorities are increasingly using sections 207 and 208 of the criminal code, which deal with causing fear, alarm, and publishing false news to arrest journalists, civil society actors, and opposition figures. Critics argue this is being used to intimidate dissenting voices rather than addressing actual crimes. Do you think, with the NDC said in what they said in opposition, I would be happy if these rules were applied to the likes of Sami Jemfi saying, Kumunanado Mayeng, Okujetu Ablakwa, and Sam George with Malik Basintelli. Supposing MPP did this to them, would they be happy?
I believe I have the same time as he just used.
Will they be happy?
So, the issue here is this. When my brother was speaking, he referenced to the 1992 Constitution. And he was consistently shouting, it is a constitutional provision. This is the Constitution woven or written by the NDC, you are pretty black today, for which your people worked out, stayed and worked out that they will not sit in for that. So, just that one alone tells the world that freedom of Ghanaians is embedded in the NDC. Okay? But then, when people are exercising their rights, they must know there are boundaries attached to it. When the people were picked, was there a charge against them? Were they charged? If no, then you ask certain questions. Okay? Who made loose, who championed loose talks than Abroni, than Honorable Ken Japan, and the likes? When Honorable Hopsi was with them, what didn't they see? Okay? All die be die. We saw people being brutalized. I also was like, what happened out of it? We saw journalists beaten on live shows. What happened to that? Then if today, media houses, including Marego, can host programs scheduled by them without any, government interference. And people make statements. When somebody was inciting, kill the president, kill the wife, they have families. If nobody shows consent, somebody will do. Okay? The fact that we have freedoms does not mean we should go overboard and attack people. Those picked, were they talking about themselves? And when you were telling me somebody made a statement about doing so and he was picked, did you read the entire statement of the person? Did you ask questions following that? So please, the issue is this. the raters are still telling us that we are on the right course. And the best way to maintain the gains is to ensure that the system is being sanitized. And nobody and no one is being harassed. The lady picked did not just insult the president, brought the president's wife in. Did you vote for Lodina? Did she sit in cabinet? So if now somebody sits here and mentions a staff of Marego and ask people in town, inciting them to cause harm to the person, even if a friend of that staff reports the case, it becomes a matter of concern. Are there no complainants to most of the cases where the people are being picked up? Who does not know Abronya in Ghana? That today we will all turn and call him a saint. Even the MPP top wins, he did it to them. So if today we have that unruly family trying to disturb the peace we have, you want us to leave him just like that? Was he not granted bail? He is going through the due legal process. So he should be able to defend himself. He said he's a lawyer. That's fine. And the law is taking its course. Why should that be a problem? You see, so the thing we have that, if it is me, we are not, nobody has interest. For example, what does Abronya brought to the table to this current administration? But we are only sanitizing the system, the peace we are enjoying, we don't want to trade it. Yes, he did it to almost everybody. He got to the revered Archbishop Duncan Williams. He called him names. He insulted him. So if NPP, you have weak leadership and you cannot control your cohorts, and they are misbehaving all over, and we have laws in the country, and you proudly quoted the 1992 Constitution, which equally gives the right to everybody, and we have to protect the rights of citizens. Okay? When we talk of loose talkers and the rest, you have them in chains.
Thank you, Israel. You've made your 5 minutes as Nuruddin did. Thank you, Israel. Nuruddin, it's your turn, please.
Yeah, so I think today, for the first time, I pity my colleague here, Israel. He's not able to give facts. Israel, today, he's my brother, a friend. I've seen him trying his best to defend these atrocities political parties causing on Ghanaians. Look, free speech is basically saying that allow the citizens to talk. Okay? I have the way I will speak. As I'm speaking, I can go mild. Someone can decide to shout. That is the person's freedom. Look, he is referencing Abronya and mentioning Abronya. I'm not going to even mention Abronya. Look at the President Mahama when he was a candidate, John Mahama. You can quote over 10 expressions of his directly attacking Nanado, directly attacking, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. For instance, on 6th September 2020, Ghana Web reported that President John Mahama then and Adongo were making reference to Nanado's tribe as Achim Mafia. This is ethnocentric. See, no candidate in Ghana's history has ever targeted a group of citizens or a tribe and called them this name. What is more destabilizing than calling this? Nobody has ever called any tribe like that. Even foreigners, when they come here, we don't call them like that. But we have a former president who was vying for power, was so desperate that he has to use every means possible to destabilize the system, that he has to call a section of citizens in this country that they are mafias. As if that was not enough. As if that was not enough. He also went ahead and said they were Achim Sakawa boys. We all know what Sakawa means. That means they are scammers, they are fraudsters. The whole tribe. This is a tribe that is constituting some percentage of Ghana's ethnic groups. You label them like this. President Nanado, being tolerant as he is and respect for free speech, didn't take action. We had students that were on campus recorded themselves insulting Nanado. Security services wanted to take action. Nanado said, let them go. But Sintele, as we referred him to be, called Dr. Mahmoud Bamia during campaign. He told us that Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, who's a revered Muslim, everybody knows that he doesn't eat pork, told us that he eats pork, and designed a caricature picture of him, displayed it on social media. We allowed him to go. Sami Jemfi, on demonstration with their current deputy defense minister, they were captured live, saying, Kum Nanado Maye, Kum Nanado Maye. Kill Nanado for us. They have a media personnel who is called Hunto on XYZ. He prayed, he offered a prayer to God that God should make sure that Nanado's flight should have a crash. You see, I'm giving you a plethora of issues that we let go because we respect them. Because we felt that these are criticism, harsh ones, we have to bear. But today you came, you that wrote a love letter to Nanado, telling him, John Mahama, telling him that what we were doing under our tenure, that for 8 years, we were only able to have 12 cases, and using Article 802 and 207, sorry, 208 and 207. You have come, and within 16 months, I've just been updated that the cases are 17, with the recent lady's own, 17 cases. It means that every month you arrest somebody for speaking his mind. And you tell me you understand democracy. You are taking us back to your revolutionary era, where we were not talking, where you have media censorship. That's the same thing you are trying to. President institutionalize that. It's a government deliberate policy, because if it is not like that, President Mahama will not seize the opportunity to speak on what borders on Ghanaians, but rather diverted the issue and started telling us that they have a technology that will locate our IP numbers. So whenever we are talking, they could come after us. And do you know what he said? He said they will deal with us. President saying he will deal with the citizens who are speaking freely, criticizing his government. We cannot all support NDC. I am not an NDC. He is an NDC. He will not support my party. So why is the president expecting all of us to praise, worship him? We can't do that. He is failing. Their government is failing. All the promises they've made. See, 133. That is what they told us 24 hours. So in my school where I am working, I'm supposed to work by 12 I leave. After me, somebody, or by 2 I leave. After me, another teacher is supposed to come and teach the student. Then another, so 3. This would have been something that will address employment issue. Today, what are they telling us? Women Development Bank. What are they telling us? So I am saying that, Mr. Israel, your government is failing, and they've decided to resort to attacking us for speaking our minds.
Thank you very much. You know, you made your point. Israel, journalists are to report the good and the bad, isn't it? Yeah. In this case, if journalists are being arrested for saying the truth, is it fair?
You see, in information studies and communication, as we are doing here, you don't just talk. Because remember, you're talking about somebody. And if the person involved feels like what you are saying is untrue, which the law is made provision for, and you are being called to come and substantiate what you are saying, it is so evil. But you see, with the long list you have given, in Africa under you, the press freedom index for Ghana was a 62nd out of about 180. Are you getting me? And with the many crimes you think we are committing now, by putting people in the right perspective so nobody talks ill or say what will destabilize the peace we enjoy now, we are 4th. So from 62nd to 4th, who performed? If for in 80 years, the best position you can place us is 62nd, and this time, in less than 2 years, we didn't just come to 50, not 30, not 20, not 10, not 6, but 4th. And you are telling us you did better and this government is failing. What's your understanding of failing, MPP? What's your understanding of failing? Are you getting me? So when you begin to incite your people to go out and say anything at all they feel like saying, just to make sure there is as attention of what the government is doing should be shifted to you. Today, when you were coming and you are riding, you could see by the roadside work is ongoing. When you walk through my community through to Pom, you will see work is ongoing. We want a government that will work, and criticism is allowed. Criticism is different from attack. Okay? Telling people to go and kill somebody's wife is not criticism. We understand language better. And we expect the same from you. So if you are telling somebody to go and kill somebody is criticism, that is unfortunately the kind of country we are running, the kind of community we are building. Are you getting it? So the issue here is this. I will repeat it again. How many media houses has been ransacked? When was the last time from 2025 to date has any journalist been assaulted in NDC headquarters? Did we throw any media house mic away? So if all these things happened, it's not the number of cases you reported in the police station, but it's the number of cases the world has experienced. Are you getting me? So when John Mahama calls the 3 guys or 4 guys Achi Mafias, in your party you know it yourself. When he called them the Sakawa boys, what is your finance minister now? Your finance minister, what is he now?
So you are justifying.
Now listen, you see, when statements are being made, listen, when statements are being made,
no, but
you
listen,
see, there was an issue.
No, I don't.
There was an issue.
Please, I'll give you a follow up. I'll give you a follow up, please.
There was an issue from an NPP MP in New Draven, Honorable Befi Osu, called the regional minister named, and you guys, including you, sat on TV to say that Oya Kroboni, you say Oya Kroboni are then. Akufado, is he an ever? Is he? So when we are saying that these boys are Sakawa boys from this community, they are not saying the community is a Sakawa community.
So you mentioned the former finance ministers that did the Sakawa. Is he one of the Sakawa boys?
He made a statement, and that
he did not mention any name.
So he knows it.
But you said the former finance minister.
Here is this. Where is the finance minister we are calling to come and do an account?
Listen, please.
Where is he?
I think.
Has he been able to come? How many people served in that capacity in the country? And after their office, they've absconded. How many of them?
Has he absconded?
Where is he upon several invitations? Through where even he is supposed to be an illegal immigrant in the country, disgracing Ghana. And we want to sit here and defend all these things. Please, I ask again, everybody should go and check the press freedom or even the freedom of speech index of Ghana today and check it against their time. So if students are gallivanting anyhow and the performance is poor, and now one teacher said everybody make sure you do what a student is supposed to do, and the performance is going up, you want us to give everybody free range? So I don't know when.
Thank you very much, Israel.
I don't know when a threat.
Thank you very much.
Has become a criticism.
Thank you very much. And no, reading our last question.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to repeat some of the things he said. It's rather unfortunate. I said today he's struggling to defend his own political party.
That is your point of view.
Excuse me. And I'm seeing it. See, the whole president has made ethnocentric, dangerous, tribalistic comments against a certain president and people in government. You are saying that is right. We are leaving it to the ordinary person to judge. I have never subscribed to anybody calling anyone names. The issue at your end that you referred to, I've never passed comment on it. Because I know those things are distasteful. They are not something we have to prioritize. They are not something we have to, glorify. So if you have decided, you condemn that, and you are still supporting President Mahama, who was calling the whole tribe names.
He did not call the whole tribe names.
Thank you.
That is where, that is the lie.
Israel, please, I'm on the floor.
The statement he made is
thank you.
September 2020.
Thank you. No, Israel, I am on the floor, please.
Now,
I have 2 minutes to leave the studio. My question, and the answer is a yes or a straightforward answer. Must this continue? If government goes, government comes, keep arresting others, is it fair to do that? Is it fair? Must it continue, yes or no?
I wish I could answer yes or no, but the issue is that with
Must
what
it
they have done,
continue, yes or
it shouldn't
no?
have continued. But with what they have done, they have left in
You
us
answered
scars
yourself.
that we are
Yourself.
going to.
Must it
When we come
continue?
into power, we are not going to allow.
Must it be like this always?
Is this an unlawful
It is
act
must it
or-
be like this?
We are going to
You see,
retaliate.
Thank you very much.
We wish I
Israel, your parting words.
So I should answer the question again.
You did not answer. The time is up. Your parting words.
Well,
In 30 seconds.
in 30 seconds,
Yes, please.
we want to tell Ghanaians we have a social contract with them. And the focus of the government, and here is able regional minister with the MMDC, is to ensure that the social contracts made to them is being fulfilled. So today, when you walk through town, you will see everything we promised coming to realization. The roads, the schools, the hospitals, 24-hour economy,
30 seconds.
it is on course.
My 30 seconds to wrap up.
With my parting words, I will advise each and every citizen that with what we are seeing, it is very clear that 2028 NDC is going to lose election. And when they lose, they should be careful. When we come at them and we are trying to subject them to their very own standards, we don't want complaints. Now, when it comes to Shah Osudoku, there are a lot of challenges that we face. Agricultural sector, we are facing challenge. Roads, we are facing challenge. Health sector, we are facing challenge. Security, we are facing challenge. So we are calling on government to turn eyes onto Shah Osudoku, especially our community roads, as we are talking. Right now, when you go there, we have agrarian-dominated communities that are suffering from getting basic farming implements and tools.
Your time is up.
Advance their work. So we want government to come and support us in that regard. And then my last word.
Oh, your time is up. Your time is up.
I'm vying for a position. So
I gave you 3 minutes from the beginning.
Okay, good people of Shah Osudoku, fellow delegates of Shah Osudoku, MPP constituency, please, I am begging you. I am before you as Nuruddin Alasan. I have my records, you know my capabilities. So when it is time, do not forget me. My motto is simple.
Thank you very much, Nuruddin.
My motto is simple. Participatory communication. We will all talk for power 2020.
Thank you very much, Nuruddin Al-Hassan, coming all the way from the Shah Osudoku constituency to join us in the studio this morning. Thanks once an NPP communication team and vying for the position as NPP communications officer for the Shah Osudoku constituency. Mambi here na ipanyepe nye for soka ha ejaka elemunyu tum saminya. And then to Israel Muchu, communication team in Bayiloklo constituency NDC. Thank you very much. You finish, you put on your goggles. Thank you very much for coming. I am Nana. So thank you, viewers, for the time. You can also join us on all our social media handles. Like, share, and comment, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the rest. News in Breath. It's next.